Jó, és akkor ugye ide nyilván még azóta sem tudunk bemenni, mert akkor is nem ide vonatkozik, úgyhogy engedj el, mert megyünk tovább. Itt voltunk bent, igen. Ebben az épületben szintén voltunk. Arról jöttünk körbe. Hogy most szerintem ezt az épületet nézzük meg. Ja, aha. Csak ennyit, el lehetett volna jönni ide, csak éppen nem tudunk ide bejönni.
Enough, John. I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's backbone is gone, and we're all suffering.
The captain's a war hero. Have respect.
Respect.
A store?
Helen Priest.
Fernando's?
Talán.
In search of our salvation while
Closed.
rots in his office.
Are we in the right place?
Trying
Anyone home?
És ez mennyit van?
papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep
Hogy jó
looking.
helyen vagyunk. Pennington. Hát, csak
Jordi reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
piece of wood carving but not yet finished. Oh,
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
akkor... hát. Azt mondja, Fernand Miller is trying to rid himself of a ghost. Ah. Kevés még a támpontunk.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Kijöttünk hátra, itt van egy láda, amit nyilván nem tudom kinyitni.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on.
Oh.
And who could blame him?
Igen, be tudunk menni a másik oldalról.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Ennyi van itt csak, tehát ezt tudom megnézni. Szerintem csak ennyit. Is to Fernando Miller in the adventure of my dad, my entire estate including but not limited to the following items. Aha.
Rebecca's will. She was rich.
Várjál. Portré. Azt mondja, hogy... Rated Rebecca Hargrave's wealth. Aha.
She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Aye. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you.
Oh.
What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher. Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Na már pedig... Még az, hogy ő küldte.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Where was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
No.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
Mindenről is beszélje.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
Jó. Milyen van?
Stuff looks good.
Megnézzük.
Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Na, ilyen általános cuccok vannak nála. Akkor nem kérünk tőle semmit.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
Érdekes. Azt mondja, hogy Banishers
Farewell
jött.
to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
De érdekes lesz. Jó.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Hogy level. Egy level.
A note?
Let's see.
Ugye összefoglalja nekünk?
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
Ó, egy rabszolga volt?
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Tehát akkor Ferdinando az ő volt a rabszolgája. Ha. Is voltunk már egyébként, akkor utólag lehet itt. Ehhez köthető. Oh.
An echo from the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
Micsoda?
You
Érdekes.
claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Mindjárt megnézzük.
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Nem tudom. Most foglaljuk össze. De most az van, hogy igen, ezt tudtuk, ezt is tudtuk, és a harmadik az, hogy she loved he. Tehát, hogy szeret, igen. Igen, oda visszament a dolog, és akkor... Ha. De őróla. Tehát őróla még nem derült, sajról még nem derült ki minden. Hogy most már nem lehet ide jönni, vagy mi?
Banisher?
Nem. Akkor nem.
I must take my...
Thank you for your visit.
Akkor nem. Akkor megyünk oda. Valihoz. Aztán már kiderül valami.
Banisher?
Na.
Folk talk about you. About your past.
I know what they say. They say I am a murderer. They are wrong. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the
Te
captain,
igazat mond.
the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
Ó, hát
True
mint a
love
Palinak a szeme.
requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Jó, tehát nem fogjuk blémelni. De Rebeccát összendeljük, vagy beniseljük? Azt mondta egyébként nekünk Ferdinando, hogy beniseljük a csajt. Átlagában véve mindig elmondták a karakterek, hogy mit kellene tenni az adott másik féllel, úgyhogy és megpróbálok ezt szerint eljárni, mert szerintem nem hiszem, hogy volt olyan, hogy minden esetben követtük ugye a leírásokat. Most követjük, úgyhogy most beniselni fogjuk, aztán meglátjuk, hogy mi történik. Lehet, hogy ez volt a jó döntés, mert ez kék
you
volt.
are blinded by your emotions. You cannot see the harm you do.
Egyszer volt
How can
piros
love
hajoltam,
be
és ez nem volt jó
harmful?
döntés.
You imposed your love on someone who could not refuse it. It was just another chain with which to bind him.
I only wanted him to be happy.
No, you didn't. You wanted him to be yours.
I banish you!
Annyira kíváncsi vagyok, hogy mik lesznek ezeknek a következményei.
My own master at last. You understood. I misjudged.
Várjál, most derült ki Rebecca-lól valami? Deathbed. Rebecca Hargrave. Granted Ferdinand Miller his freedom. A halálos ágyán garantálta Ferdinand Miller itt a szabadságát. Little Fruzy Ferdinand, the man she loved, kept. The heck? Okay.
You. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take this for your trouble.
Because look at
Can I help you?
You'll forgive me for this, but being a merchant here in New Eden seems a difficult calling.
Why? My father was a trader. At his elbow, I learned to count. And I learned to converse. There is no trade without conversation. And all conversation is a trade.
Oh,
And here's the
micsoda
thing.
mélyen szántó szava.
In conversation, my father said the wrong thing. He angered a soba. Suddenly, my father was dead, and I was the merchandise. Who better to be a trader abroad than a man who has been traded abroad?
Jó, ennyit tudtunk vele beszélni.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
I'll always be glad to see you, my friend. Come to me if you need anything.
Jó, nyilván mehetnénk tovább. Ebben a tekintetben. Mondjuk csak a shelternél tudunk majd. Alapvető. Ó, a bajt a havazást. Hála Istennek. Fönt van.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Upgrade-elünk, meg utána megnézzük a másikat. Mondtam, hogy elvileg hagytunk hátra elég küldetést. Ha nem, akkor nyilván akkor vegyük tovább fő résszel. Evolution. Weak spot hits with the rifle downs. Ez pedig Deep Outburst. Ez tetszik. Banishing out. Jó, azt hittem, hogy véletlenül elvettük róla. Nem téged akartalak. Inventory. A bros upgrade-elni tudjuk, nagyon jó. Amúgy nem azért, de igazat nyomok. Hol van az, amit vettünk? Tehát van egy ilyenünk is. Ennek a wisdomja rosszabb egyébként. De a többi jobban érdekel. Így van. Nem, amulett. Van egy ilyenünk, tehát mondjuk ez sok mindenben rosszabb. Viszont a health-et azt fentebb viszi. A strength-et amúgy nagyon fentebb viszi. Dex-et is fentebb viszi. A wisdom-t viszi le, a breath-et, a resistance-t és a sprintet. Egyelőre hagyjuk, aztán majd meglátjuk. Ja, ez az új, aha, csak ez hát sokkal rosszabb amúgy. Ha. Most az van, hogy... Értem. Alapvetően ez meg Dexre megy. Health Recovery, Sprint Recovery. 110, 55, 155. Ez elvileg jobb, csak a strengthünk az amúgy kisebb lesz, de így 32-ről. Dex Vitality. Megnézzük, aztán ha nem jó, akkor majd visszacseréljük. Egyáltalán upgrade-eljük. Egyenlőre. Azt hiszem. És akkor resztelj? Hát reszteljünk akkor.
The new Smiths, Thickskin and Kate, have always been as fire and ice. But with Red and Antea gone, little remained to keep the sisters together. A chasm of grief and rage yawned between them. Their bridges burned, and the camp stared into the abyss.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
Hát... egy megtört embert láthattunk.
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Bennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Ó, vannak új szálak, nagyon jó.
Much goes on around here, and You seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian. Willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all. And then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love is hard work. We are bound to grieve all the different versions of ourselves. And theirs.
I try to hold him and cannot. It taunts me. It was almost easier when he was gone.
All things are fleeting. Gaze upon the ghost you love and you can't deny it, bitter though the thought may be.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Oké. Na szóval fogunk ott lasszóval. Penningtonról tudtunk meg dolgot. Egyet. Fasza. Először is... Nekünk amúgy ide-vissza kéne menni, de... What the heck? A Dark Woods-ba. Hogy nem muszáj amúgy leölnünk nekünk ehhez. Nem muszáj lennünk, oké. Akartam a mappot megcsekkolni. Jaj, bocsánat, mappot megcsekkolni. Tehát most egyrészt hunting készít övé löböl. De mi itt hagytunk hunting kész. Tehát ide vissza kéne menni. Fast travel-özni. Még hozzá. Be is trekkeltük.
According to our map, the treasure can't be far.
This must be where the treasure is hidden.
Erre ezek szerint. Most már tud Antea is mászni? Ha itt viszont nem.
Back, you monster!
Az hülye.
Hell's balls, lady.
Oh, Mr. McGrath!
You are a monster.
Thank God! I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord.
Oh Lord.
Never did like me, Mistress Fitcher.
Please don't be childish. That's not true. I doubted you. It's not the same thing. But you slayed the beast. God was with you, and I was wrong to doubt. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can. Your ghost stories went to my head. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted, clear as day.
It's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Oh, komolyan.
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them. I'll see what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you. If you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
Jó. Tegyük össze a cuccát. Tudok vele beszélni bármiről?
Let's talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
I get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right. We can talk.
What can you tell me about thick-skinned New Smith?
I trust her. I believe her. She's a fine leader, though not one that talks much. And she's a terrible patient. Stubborn, hard-headed, can't be told. And good for her. Without that hard head, she'd never have killed the beast. With your help, of course.
Kate Newsmith. Quite the character, eh?
God believes in her. It gives her his strength, though she does not know it. Standing in thick-skinned shadow, she never realized how strong she was. They argue. It's unhelpful. I wish they'd stop. But I suppose Kate is fighting for her freedom.
Annyiról tudtunk vele beszélni.
Then I shall await your return.
Na menjünk akkor.
You're such a good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead. Look to me.
There's more of them. Not today.
Megkapták. A farkik. Felszedtük fel? És hogy néz ki ez a farkas? De jó, kicsit abnormálisan nagy lett a lába. Szóval, és tettel.
Here in the crevice, Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there?
Hogy vesztette el ott? Hol lehet átjutni? Hát nem erre. Meg kell találnunk az útvonalunkat, hogy juthatunk el oda. Ja, talán pont a izék vezetnek minket. A fakjek.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Nem volt itt valami? Tehát valamit jelez. Lehet, hogy ott fönt. I don't know. Ó, itt van. Most ez megvan a képességünk.
Maybe not to make you angry.
Oh. Meg vagyunk.
Off we go then.
Az nem tetszett.
Marsin left!
Jó. Itt másszunk le.
Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand.
Oh. Oh. Üdvözletem!
more fun.
Jó, megvannak.
I hope whatever's in there is intact.
És
The
menjünk
ghost
vissza
was after
hozzá.
Evelyn, not her bag. Spectral stains lead back to camp.
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician back in Yorkshire.
Na várjál, mit derítettünk ki róla? Talented Surgeon, Mr. Fisher. Jó, ezt eddig tudtuk, nem derítettünk
I
ki róla
wonder
túl
why she
sokat.
left.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing. I wonder why.
Ja, arra le tudok majd ugrani. És akkor van egy shortcutunk. Ugyanitt lesz még a csaj? Majd itt mindjárt beszélgetünk még emberekkel.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Why, Mistress Fitcher, whatever is the matter?
I was home, working. All of a sudden, the book in my hands was torn apart. What does the devil want with me?
Not the devil, but a ghost. You must know it now.
Till lately, I would never have believed such nonsense. This never would have happened in Yorkshire.
I've passed through Yorkshire. Seems nice enough. Why leave?
Why does it matter?
To understand why someone is haunted, it helps to know a little about them.
Fine. I came to treat the sick and chase the devil from New Eden town. My cousin, Nicholas Doolin, may the Lord keep him, said the town needed doctoring. I took my chance. But when the devil came a-knocking, well, we were forced to leave.
For a rationalist, her faith in God and the devil is strong.
Igen, a kormányzó az, aki igazán érdekel, ez a játék eleleje
Why didn't you
óta
follow the governor?
egy nagy
You and
gecinek
he have a
tűnik.
similar disposition.
I do not doubt the governor's faith, but between you and me, his sermons put me to sleep. It was difficult to leave New Eden town. But I'd left one home behind. What did it matter if I must leave another?
Na most melyik? Menjünk rá szeretőre.
Did you leave a lover behind? If that's not too impertinent a question.
It is too impertinent a question, thank you very much. And the answer is no. I left my patients, and I left a sister. Things between us had soured. Rather than try to fix the unfixable, I chose to start over.
Unfixable? Why?
She was to wed, and I opposed it. It was the mistake of her life. I would not lie to comfort her, and she would not forgive me for it.
That's good to know. Though I don't yet understand how it relates to your haunting. Mind if I look around? I'm aware this is your home. I've no wish to trespass.
If you must, you may. Do tread carefully,
Ó, bemehetünk a házába?
I should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher. if you
Abban a
let him.
pillanatban fosszuk kifele. Azt mondja, a másik nyomunk. Ah, érdekes, érdekes.
Whatever the ghost wanted, it made quite the mess.
Igen. Először... Jó, ezt mindjárt eltékeljük. Paperó. Oké, összefoglalja majd a karakter úgy is, hogyha esetleg ne talántán pontos lenne.
There's an axe to grind.
Érdekes. Na várj.
This ghost is bent on ruining the doctor's business.
Maybe they didn't like their medicine.
Maybe.
This could be useful.
Van egy chat keyünk. Érdekes.
Someone threw a book through the window.
Our ghost's modus operandi, it seems.
Kidobták a könyvet az ablakon, komolyan?
Words from the past linger here.
Akkor csak megnézzük. Reveal-eljük.
You must break the engagement.
First, I'll thank you for your concern. Second, I shall refuse. Felicity and I shall marry.
You have the pox. You'll infect your wife, and both of you will die.
So cease your nagging and do your job. Cure me.
Quite the contentious consultation.
És oda? És jön a szellemmel? Alive the ghost had syphilis. Ajjaj. De szifiliszes volt a ghostunk. Holy shit.
The patient in question must be our ghost.
He had syphilis and didn't take it serious. Not a pretty way to die.
Igen, a szifilisz nem a legjobb módja a halálnak. De nézzünk körül
We're
a
done
ház
here.
körül.
Time to take a look outside.
Egy jó bogrács. Ó, de mindjárt bemegyünk. Hát itt nem látok más nyomot, akkor csak az van. A könyv. Majd elfelejtettük. Mix the poison like water to powerful medicine with... Oh.
The dose makes the poison.
The answer is here somewhere.
Ha emelnek a dózison, az már méregként hat. És ez a set key. Egy... kép. Ez a csaj meg a pali? Couple two names are written on the canvas. Felicity and Joffrey. Akkor Joffrey-nak hívták a palit, és a Felicity az amúgy, akiről beszélt. Az a csaj, akitől a szifilist kapta, nem?
Could this be the sister?
The ghost is connected to this picture. Time to summon him.
Akkor a csajnak a tesója az, akivel össze akart házasodni, és őtől kapta a szifilist. És manifestálnunk kell a ghostot. Jó.
Have falach tuli.
Why am I here?
Ó, a pali.
Oh, that was a clever trick. Now you see me, you lucky things. Can you hear me too?
Aye, we can hear you. We've not met. I've seen your likeness. In the picture, you seemed in better shape.
Well, now that's not very polite. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Geoffrey Rollins, me. Pretty as a picture. Near as pretty as you, my lady fair.
Egy kicsit öntölt a poli.
We're Banishers. Looks are not high on our list of priorities.
Banishers, are you? How very attractive. I wager you smell good. I wager you smell dangerous. I like you.
Menjünk sorjában.
You have a very high opinion of yourself.
Igen.
I've earned it, my lady fair. I'm charming, educated,
Utálom az ilyen
handsome, kind,
öntelt parasztokat.
attentive to your every need. Ask anyone.
Like who?
Why, like Eleanor Jane, or Madame Cresswell, Penny Ryder, or Penny Tup, French Jenny, Greek Nell, Tall Sally, well, perhaps not Sally. I owe her money. Joffrey is clever, they will all say. Joffrey is kind. Joffrey is so very, very handsome. And who am I to argue with such knowledgeable women?
Jóisten.
What if I don't agree? Red's right. You don't look great. You look unwell.
Kicsit azért
Alas, alas, alas,
Alázzuk már
alas.
le.
Now, who will tell me the truth about myself? Where is French Jenny when I need her? I may not be as handsome as your Scotsman, but I have my strengths. Why can't you be pleasant, my lady fair? Why not tell a man what he wants to hear?
Why do you stay to haunt Evelyn Fitcher?
Because, my lady fair, she let me die.
But she was your doctor.
A physician, she. Her physics didn't save me. A doctor, she doctored me and good.
You think she didn't try hard enough?
I stand before you, my lady fair, as proof of it.
meghalt akkor
The
azért, Pali?
portrait.
Komolyan?
It's very good. Whose work is it?
It was a wedding gift from Evelyn, my sister-in-law.
Sokon
A mark
nőtt,
of her
aha.
affection, perhaps. Was she dear to you too?
Evelyn? Dear to me? No. Her sister Felicity, yes, very dear. Dear, dear Felicity. Dear Felicity. My wife-to-be, had fate allowed it. Yes, I was intent on marrying Felicity, and would not be deterred by some midwife's trifle.
Mistress Fitcher knew you had syphilis. Is it any wonder she would oppose your marriage to her sister?
She was the doctor, my lady fair. All she had to do was cure me.
Biztos?
What can you tell me about your illness?
Don't worry your pretty head about that, my lady fair. 'Tis nothing, nothing at all.
Akkor mi ölt meg, ha nem az?
If the pox was nothing, then what killed you?
Why, it was love. I had fevers. Sunlight would hurt my head. I had tunnel vision, my lady fair, and I did not like it. Then one day, I could no longer speak. My legs refused to work, my muscles rebelled against me, and in the end, so did my mind. At the last, there was a pain, like someone reached into my chest and crushed my heart. I did not like that either.
I'm no expert, but that doesn't sound like the Great Pox to me.
The pox was nothing, old man, nothing at all. I was a fool in love.
Biztos, hogy nem a szerelem ölte meg? Vagy...
Love didn't kill you, Joffrey Rawlings. Only a fool would think otherwise.
I'm no physician, but I think he probably is a fool.
With what did she treat your lesions?
Salts and powders, powders and salts. And did they work? No, they did not.
Too much sulphur rots the brain, and Joffrey says he lost his mind.
No, the other symptoms don't fit.
Powdered quicksilver, perhaps. Too much affects the muscles and makes one's heart rot till death occurs.
That's it. Powdered quicksilver, mercury salts, and Mistress Fitcher increased the dose.
Megemelte a dózist, és ugye ebbe halt bele, ezt elolvastuk.
A poisoning indeed, and not by carelessness. She is not a careless woman.
Are you telling me that Evelyn Fitcher, Mistress Fitcher, the midwife, my sister-in-law-to-be, poisoned me?
Hát valószínű.
I'm gonna kill her.
Geoffrey Rawlings was obnoxious before. Now he's downright nasty.
Na, még az belefér, úgyhogy meg kell mentenünk Evelyn-t. Mert megtudta az igazságot a szellemünk, miszerint is Evelyn megmérgezte őt, mert az adagot,
Yes,
ami
I
meggyógyította volna, megemelte.
She swore to protect and use her knowledge to kill. For shame.
És hogy most megpróbáljuk
What would you have
megmenteni.
done to save your sister from the pox?
Mindjárt, már most megvan mindenki. Tudom.
I'd have told her the truth and trusted her to call off the wedding. Not sure she'd have listened, mind you.
Jó. Mit foglalt itt nekünk össze? Tehát az utolsó dolog az, hogy... Konkrétan megemelte az adagját, és ugye ebbe halt bele a Pali. De hozzá akart menni a Pali a tesójához, ezért fogta és megmérgezte őt. Most ő nálam meg az van... Igen, ezt tudtuk. Összefoglalólag pedig... Ha? Tehát nyilván a szellemünk meg akarja ölni. A hülye picsát. Ó, hogy az a... kutyú. Ez nem jó, ezt elbasztuk.
Enough!
Oly, kutyú.
Ready and waiting.
Itt van már Geoffrey.
Geoffrey Rawlings, stand away.
Mind your own business, milady fair.
És mit szólnál hozzá, amúgy, hogy rohadjál meg, akkor már tudom, hogy mi lesz. Jó. Szóval itt meg vagyunk, be kéne jutnunk a házba alapvetően. És itt a csaj.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
Hát...
I know
amit
who
mondtunk
wants you.
is.
Your ghost is the spirit of one Geoffrey Rawlings.
Oh Lord, I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was your patient. Syphilis, I believe.
Yes, but this was years ago.
Igen. Mit kérdezem, hogy hagyta-e meghalni, vagy hogy megmérgezte? De azt, hogy meghalt, az jó nyilván. Kérdezzünk rá, hogy megmérgezte.
Fearing he would give your sister the pox, did you poison him with quicksilver?
Is he here in search of revenge? Yes. I stole a few months of Geoffrey Rawlings' life to save decades of my sister's.
Oh.
You acted from love for your sister, but the choice was hers, not yours.
What would you have done? Knowing you could save a loved one's life, what would you have done?
She took her life and feels no guilt.
Igen.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your choices. Now it's my turn.
Oké. Most az van alapvetően, amit Antea is mondott, hogy a csaj megölt konkrétan egy embert, és nem érez semmi bűntudatot utána, tehát... és talán fel kéne áldoznunk így alapvetően a csajt. Because why not? Beniselni tudnánk Joffrey-t, nyilván abból a szempontból, hogy tudjuk, hogy mik történtek, tehát konkrétan ő ugye meg akarja ölni Evelyn-t, viszont tudjuk az ellenérveket, hogy Evelyn viszont megölte Joffrey-t azért, hogy megmentse a tesóját, az addig oké. De az a tesójának a döntése volt, mint ahogy Red is elmondta. És igazából beleavatkozott az ő életükbe. Összendelni megint nem akarom, mert hát why? Úgyhogy áldozzuk fel a hülye picsát. És elvileg jó döntés
Evelyn
hoztunk, mert
Fitcher, who
kéken
swore to
villant be.
do no harm. Joffrey Rawlings placed his trust in you. You poisoned him.
Rawlings was sick, body and soul, and would have passed his illness on. What was I to do?
You went against your sister's wishes, against your own principles.
'Twas a life for a life, a trade, the balance equal. A life for a life.
Hát...
I understand. I'm about to make the same trade.
de hideg volt ez Redtől. Jesus. Igen, csak ugye most ezzel, hogy... Igen. Ez volt az, amit nem vitattam meg.
To both of us, death was a remedy. But who shall judge you, Banisher, when judgment time has come?
Erre akartam kitélni. Hogy most ezzel, hogy megöltük a parasztot, adtunk egy lehetőséget Anteának arra, hogy visszajöjjön. Ugye az kell, hogy embereket tudjunk beniselni. Tehát úgy hozhatjuk vissza a feleségünket az életbe. Viszont a feleségünknek hoztunk egy olyan ígéretet, hogy el fogjuk engedni. Nem fogjuk visszahozni az életbe. És ebbe beleegyezett, és elvileg arra épít a játék, hogy mi betartjuk az ígéretünket. De most jelen pillanatban ezáltal nem tartjuk be az ígéretünket, tehát ebben a játékban túlzott mértékben nincsenek jó döntések. És viszont ha nem tartjuk be az ígéretünket, akkor ezáltal dolgok fognak változni, aminek nyilván a kihatásait viszont nem tudjuk. Úgyhogy na, innen érdekes lesz. Úgyhogy elmegyek szerintem kajálni, és akkor I don't know, hogy mi lesz utána, mert azt sem tudom, hogy mikor fogok visszajönni, szóval az is elképzelhető, hogy nem lesz stream. Abban az esetben, ha lesz, akkor viszont nem tudom, hogy mi lesz, mert vagy folytatjuk ezt, vagy pedig nem tudom, visszaolvasom a csoportba itt a dolgokat, aztán meglátom, hogy mit írtak a többiek, hogy lesz-e valami, vagy nem lesz. Szóval annyi biztos, hogy elvegyek kajálni, aztán majd úgyis látni fogjátok, hogy milyen stream lesz felvéve abban az esetben, ha lesz. Úgyhogy ja, nagyjából így ennyit. Egyébként szeretnék streamet még így a mai napra. Csak a kérdés az, hogy mit. Úgyhogy csápá addig is mindenkinek. Nagyjából így amúgy a játéknak a felénél járhatunk durván, szóval szerintem még olyan 7 óra hossza van hátra a játékból durván. Szóval ma biztos, hogy nem fogjuk befejezni. Úgyhogy cső.